Hey, this is the old gaming geezer, and I'm doing something a little bit different today in Kerbal Space Program. My friend Paul has challenged me. He has told me that I am terrible at this game, a total noob, and have no skills whatsoever. Really? Okay. He has told me that I need to do a single launch and return from the cruelest bitch in the Kerbal system, Tylo. So, single ship, launch, fly out to Jool, land on Tylo, take off, come home. Not the easiest of tasks, but you know what? I'm up for it. I'm going to give it a go. So, let's begin. And to do this gargantuan task, we have created this Tylo lander. It's little. It's got the Delta V to get off of Tylo and to do a landing, but this is our deorbit stage down here. This is our return stage that's going to get us back home again. And down here is our launch and transfer stage. My god, that's huge. Well, as you can see, I've called this Tylo lander or bust, but that's not a good name for it. And so I've decided that, you know, so seeing as Paul challenged me to this, in the interests of fair play, sportsmanship, and the importance of my friendship with Paul, I thought a name for this should show that. So I think the name should be something like Suck It Paul. That works. I'm totally down with that. So this is now the Suck It Paul. So I think we should take it out onto the runway. And not on the runway, onto the launch pad, and give it a little launch. What do you think? Before we go out, though, I wanted to have a quick look at our Delta V here. We have got, according to Kerbal Engineer Redux, we've got 15,782 meters per second Delta V, which I think is going to be enough. Now, we're going to be taking off slowly because our thrust-to-weight ratio is quite low at the beginning, but we are going to burn like the fuck, and we're going to get the hell out of Kerbin. I think we have got enough to make this work, so okay, let's go and fly it. Let's go see how it works. So out here on the launch pad, we're a little bit wobbly, but we're okay. We're feeling good. So we have our 4 struts holding our ship up. It's time, I think, to go. So this is it. This is the big one, guys. This is the big one. Tylo, here we come. Let the Suck It Paul. Oh wait, hold on a sec. I gotta go back in and get myself a proper crew going here because I've only got Jebediah in there and I need a full crew. Okay, we are ready to go. We've got our full crew in of Valentina and Jebediah Kerman. I thought 2 pilots. Why not do 2 pilots? 2 pilots are the best, right? So we've got our SAS on. We've throttled up to the max. Tylo, here we come. Let's launch the Suck It Paul. Now, I am running a couple of mods here, but I'm only running information and prettification mods. I'm running no parts mods. I'm running Kerbal Engineer, and I'm running Scatterer, as you can see. I think I've got Distant Object Enhancement, and a couple of other ones on there as well. My god, this is taking off slowly. So yeah, and I had got Dang It installed, but luckily I remembered to uninstall Dang It because I did not want to do this with Dang It running. Scatter. Oh, real plumes. I've got real plumes, which is why the engines look weird. It doesn't really look very realistic to me. I think we have a lot more smoke than that, but that's okay. I don't really care. So we are taking off. This is going to take a while to take off because it's quite slow. So I think we're going to montage from here on in. So here we go. Montage. And there we have it. The wobbliest, noodliest launch, successful launch I think I've ever done. My God, that wobbled all the way up. Oh dear. And these radiators here on the nuclear engines, they heat up like crazy. They must be taking heat out of the engines. But they'll cool down eventually. Those engines aren't going to be used for a long time. This whole thing here, this whole tank, which is almost completely full. Almost. These are all full. That one is almost completely full. This is what is going to get us out to Jool. And hopefully I will be able to use some of this fuel to slow down, to bring me into a Tylo orbit. I hope. We may do a simulation of that on the way out. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so next thing, we need to get ourselves a Jool encounter. I have no idea how long I have to wait for the next one, so let's get Kerbal Alarm Clock to tell us all about it. So, transfer window. From Kerbin to Eve, Tuna, Dres, Jool. Okay. 184 days. Okay, well, I'm going to get that maybe 48 hours before that, so I am ready to go. To give myself a little bit of leeway either way. So we're going to add that alarm, Kerbin Jool, and then we're going to start fast forwarding. But we're not going to do that from here. We'll do that from the tracking station. So I'll be back. I'm going to fast forward and come back when we're ready. Okay, so 128 days have passed. Well, 126 days have passed, so I am ready to start doing my Jool transfer window. So I'm going to start calculating my burn using the map mode. This is going to be a little bit fun. I'm going to cut out most of this because it's going to be me screwing around for about half an hour trying to get a proper encounter. Okay, that's good enough for now, I think. I'm coming in at an odd angle, which is kind of annoying me, but I think we're going to go with that. That is a 2,379 meters per second burn, and it's in 23 minutes. I'm going to get on the maneuver node, get the ship on the maneuver node, slowly make it around. And... oh, it's not telling me what the burn is. It's going to be a 2-minute burn, but I should have that much in this engine. What do I have in this engine? Stage 10. I got a bit... oh, this is going to be great. Yeah, this is going to be great. It's going to be plenty. So it's a 3-minute burn. And so we'll come around and we'll get to that burn very soon. We'll let the ship turn slowly without using any RCS or vernier engines. And let it do its thing. And we shall find out more when we launch. Oh yeah. Okay, before we go, we're about 9 minutes away from our burn now. I want to deploy these nose cones here, these, because they're just extra weight now, so I'm just going to kill those, get rid of those. I'm going to quick save before I do this, though. Quick saving. Excellent. Let's deploy. Yay, and they're gone. Sort of. Let's get my ship back on target. And that will get rid of those nose cones. Excellent. Push them out of the way. Sorry, those decouplers. Okay, so we're going to fast forward now to our maneuver. So let's do that. Okay, we're going to burn. The Suck It Paul is going to go out to Jool, where it's going to suck it, Paul. Hopefully it won't suck it too hard. Hopefully it will be awesome. Alrighty. At 1 minute 30 we're going to burn, so that's in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. The ship is so big, the thing is slowing down. The game clock is a bit low, so 2, 1, and burn. And it changed to 5 minutes 40 seconds. That just sucks ass. Well, we're on the way anyway. Let's say goodbye to our stack decouplers. What are these things over here? Something on the ground over there. I don't know what that is. Oh, those... I don't know. They might be parts of a test flight. Oh no, I reverted the test flight, so they're not part of a test flight. Or did I revert the test flight? I don't remember. Well, we're burning, and we're burning out. This is going to take quite a while to do, so I'm just going to let it burn, and we'll do a little burn montage here. Okay, we are coming to the end of our burn. I'm going to prepare to shut down the engines. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. A little bit more. Let's stop the ship wobbling. And that should be it. Okay. Let's see how we're getting on. Okay, we've got our Joolian counter. Let's see how we're getting on here. Well, we're totally off. That's okay, we're totally off. But you know what? I'm going to wait till we get to a point where we can do a mid-course correction. I'm going to wait till we're out of the sphere of influence of come on. I'm going to wait till we're out of the sphere of influence of Kerbin before doing our next maneuver. So actually, let's just fast forward until we're out of the sphere of influence of Kerbin. Warp to sphere of influence. And then we shall set up a mid-correction burn. Let's see how we get on from there. So I'm going to do a burn far here, which I hope is going to be the burn that sets us up. So, now I have no intention of aerobraking around Jool because that is suicide. And I'm not feeling like suicide today. You know, maybe tomorrow. So, I'm actually wanting to come in and... There we go. Look at that. A lathe encounter. Alternatively, I probably have enough fuel to come straight into Tylo. There we have a Tylo encounter. That's going to use up a huge amount of my fuel to do so. So... maneuver. Something tells me I may have to aerobrake at lathe first. Doesn't tell me the Delta V. 2700 Delta V to do that maneuver. How much stuff do I have? In my current state, I still have 1000 Delta V. That's not going to be doable. I think I'm just going to have to do lathe. I don't have the Delta V to aerobrake at Tylo. Alright, we'll fine tune that as we get closer. But there we have a semi-encounter. Okay, let's get on our maneuver nodes in 14 days, and then we'll fast forward to that maneuver node, and we'll do that maneuver. Let's do the burn. It's only a short burn. We're really sucking through the fuel on this ship, I must say. We're going to be switching to those nuclear engines a lot sooner than I'd planned. Oh well, fuck it. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Here we go. I wonder could we get a Val encounter to put us into orbit around... I'll have to look at that when I get closer. I wonder could I turn up... I don't know how to turn up the amount of patch conics you have. But anyway, that's enough for that for now. We're on our way to Jool. Hopefully we're going to be driving at Jool and landing in the next episode. Until then, this is the Old Gaming Geezer signing off. Good night, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu.